nation, San Diego State. But a victory here today could propel the Broncos into a tie for third place, with New Mexico hosting the Aztecs at the Pit in Albuquerque and Colorado State hosting Nevada. So 3 big Mountain West games. Boise State easily the winnablest of them all as they get the Spartans, a team that is 3-6 in the conference, has not won a conference road game since 2017, and Boise State 18-0 against SJSU here at home in Boise. Now, both teams before the game agreed and elected to take violations. San Jose State will win the tip and take a violation, as you see the starting 5 for Boise State. And then Abu Kijab, number 24 for the Broncos, wears it in honor of Kobe Bryant, will step out of bounds with 24 seconds on the shot clock in honor of the late Kobe Bryant. As San Jose State wins the tip and will take the 10-second violation. As we'll take a look at the starting 5 for the Spartans. And now it'll be Kijab with 24 seconds on the shot clock. He'll step out of bounds in honor of Kobe Bryant, who lost his life in a helicopter crash along with his younger daughter and 7 others. So now both teams have taken their violations, have honored the passing of a legend, and we will begin play. Driving in to the lane is Amari Moore, and scoring the first basket of the game is Moore. So 2-0 with already 40 seconds gone. R.J. Williams under the hoop is fouled by Amari Moore, and we'll head to the free throw line. The whistle came very late. Feed came from Alston to Williams under the basket. Really a nice assist for Derrick Alston. Both Alston and RJ had 14 points in the victory over Fresno State, and Williams misses free throw number 1. Williams normally wears on his shoes RIP Nipsey. As you take a look at the starting 5 for San Jose State, a team coming off a victory against Air Force, 90-81, snapping a 3-game losing skid. Nipsey Hussle, LA-based rapper, was shot and killed last year in gang violence-related issues. As Ralph A.G. goes up and scores over Williams. But now Williams tonight wearing another LA legend on his shoes. 24 for the Black Mamba, as number 24 of the Broncos, Abu Kijab, is fouled, and he'll head to the line in a 4-1 game. A lot of contact there from Seneca Knight on the right arm of Kijab. And the Bronco transfer makes free throw number 1. Came to Boise State by way of the University of Oregon. Arrived a year ago. Had to sat out the second half of last season, sat out the first half of this season, was eligible to play once the fall semester ended, and has been a massive addition to this Bronco team. Here's a 3-ball on its way, no good from Bray Ivy. Ray J. Dennis in the starting lineup, knocking down a three. Dennis was the catalyst of the Bronco comeback against Utah State here last Saturday. AG leaves that one well short. Broncos lead 6-4, 17:45 to play as Alston finds key jab. Williams into the lane, left hand. And we've got a timeout from the Spartan bench. Zon Prelo wants a timeout, 8-4. The Broncos on a 7-0 run over the last minute, forcing the timeout with 17:32 remaining in half number one. Boise State already gone to the free throw line 4 times in the game. And the Broncos shooting 100% from the field, 2 for 2. While San Jose State is 2 for 4. As member of the crowd wearing a Lakers jersey, Kobe Bryant jersey. A couple of them in attendance today, paying their respects. As a fatal helicopter crash took the lives of 9, including the NBA legend who was just 41 and his 13-year-old daughter, Gigi Bryant. Vanessa Bryant came out with a couple of statements today thanking everyone for their support. Vanessa Bryant, the wife of Kobe Bryant, in this very tough time, having support from friends and family. Pull-up jumper good for Ivy. And he makes it 8-6 and ends the Bronco run. Here's Alston stepping through. Boom! Derrick Alston off the glass to himself. (10-6) on the stylish jam from DA. Knight going in, getting it to fall through. Tough defense. That included Jessup and Williams. Here's Williams spinning in the lane. Left hand no good. And the rebound's grabbed by Christian Anigwe. Seneca Knight, quick three over. Key jab is good. And the Spartans have the lead 11-10 with 16 minutes to go in half number one. Alston behind the screen. Has to give it up. Here comes Jessup, little floater. That won't go. Anigwe the board. He only had 3 rebounds in the victory against Air Force. Knight in the corner once more. That one won't go. Key jab in transition off the back iron. Remains 11-10. San Jose State on top. In the game, the Broncos need to stay relevant in the race. Knight again. This time won't go. He's averaging 22 a game over their past 5. Now Alston wants one. He'll get it. Now Derrick Alston's averaging 19.2 all season, and he's got 3 right there. He's got 5 in the game. Here's Moore to his right, to the basket around Alston. Nice body control by Amari Moore to get up and score to give the Spartans the tie game. Down to Williams, guarded by Ivy. Williams has the height advantage. The weight advantage. He'll go up and he'll get fouled. That'll send him to the line, and it'll send us to a timeout, tied at 13 with 14 minutes and 18 seconds remaining. Welcome back to ExtraMile Arena, tied at 13. The Spartans and the Broncos after just about 6 minutes of play here at ExtraMile. As both teams shooting in the stratosphere, San Jose State 6 for 10, while Boise State 4 for 7, good for 57%. And the Spartans obviously shooting 60%. Boise State 2 for 3 on threes, including a Ray J. Dennis and Derrick Alston 3-ball. And Derrick Alston also had a fantastic self alley-oop. But it'll be R.J. Williams at the line at the moment. And Williams will be shooting 2. Williams makes the first. It's now 2 for 3 on free throws in the game. From Los Angeles. Makes them both. And he'll head to the bench in favor of Robin George. Broncos passively guarding the length of the court. Here's Richard Washington, who just entered the game. Seneca Knight slips. Nearly threw it away, looking for more. Moore has it knocked away, and it's Bronco basketball. As Moore simply just had it slip out of his hands as he was driving the baseline. Ray J. Dennis was there, trying to take a charge, but no need. As it'll go down as a turnover against SJSU. One more to Hobbs, now to Alston. Cross court, Jessup. 9 on the shot clock. Alston in the corner, sinks it. Broncos by 5, 13:20 to play in half number 1.
Let's go.
George puts his body in the way of a driving Eduardo Lane. Jessup just couldn't handle the pass as George now knocked to the floor, and it's going to be a blocking foul against the center from Germany. So Ivy to inbound under the basket. And a new 20 seconds for the Spartans to work with. Knight backs it out. Lane going in, up over George. A tough shot. Couldn't get it to drop. Alston off to Dennis, off to the side. And misses the rim and the entire basket nearly. Just barely clipped the underside of the backboard. Here's Knight over Jessup. Good defense from Justinian Jessup there. Haven't seen much of him on the offensive end, as he's approaching a Mountain West record. Alston, another 3-ball, goes down. Jessup trying to move into first place in the Mountain West for career three-pointers made. But Alston's got 3 of them. He's already got 11. As there's an underhanded flip from Ivy that won't go, but he'll go to the line. And we'll go to commercial break. 21-13, Boise State on an 8-0 run here at ExtraMile Arena. 21-13 our score, as San Jose State is on a 3-minute scoring drought here in half number 1. That has allowed the Broncos to take this 8-point lead going into the most recent timeout. And Derrick Alston on fire, 4 for 4 from the floor, 3 for 3 from deep, and he has 11 points in just 8 minutes on the court, leading all Broncos by a wide margin. Next closest is R.J. Williams with 5. Currently, though, the Spartans trying to end this run as Bray Ivy will be at the free throw line, shooting 2. And the first free throw does not end the drought. The senior from Huntington Beach transferred to San Jose State from Riverside College and makes the second free throw. Last season was Ivy's first season. He was 3rd on the team in points per game. Alston gives it to Marcus Dickinson. Jessup with 7 on the shot clock. Now 5, takes a step back, and too strong. Here's Washington. He'll pull up in transition, knock it down, and make it 21-17. First Spartan field goal in 3.5 minutes. As we're under 11 to play, Williams left hand flush. Off a nice assist from Derrick Alston. And it's now 23-17. Knight behind the back. Here's Lane in the paint, goes up left hand and scores over Williams. Dickinson picked up his dribble. Finally finds an outlet to Jessup. Alston wants it way deep. Dickinson couldn't keep it alive. Not for a lack of effort. Cross-court pass to Washington. He'll put up a floater. Lane tried to tip it in, and Hobbs will lose it, thanks to some tough defense from Zach Chappelle. Here's Lane once more going at Williams again. No, Jessup there this time, fouled him. And the Brazilian will head to the free throw line for 2. Lane, 2 hook shots there, but neither of them falling. Did earn a trip to the line as Max Rice gets ready to check in for the blue and orange. Lane's free throw too strong. First season in San Jose after transferring from Marshalltown Community College in Iowa. Ended up there by way of Brazil. He's born and raised in Brazil, and he misses both free throws. Spartans struggling at the free throw line. They're 1 of 4 at the charity stripe. Dickinson going in, swatted away by Lane. And Knight dribbles it off his knee, loses it, and then Alston throws it away, looking for R.J. Williams on the break. Coach Rice having some words with the official. Thought it was goaltending on the last shot attempt by Dickinson. Here's Kason Hammonds around Alston and scoring at the rack. Had 8 points in the victory over Air Force, did Hammonds. Max Rice thought about a three. Now he'll kick to Williams, a dangerous pass in traffic, and it's stolen away. Lane spinning, going back right, poked away by Dickinson, and it'll remain Spartan ball. So Williams fell for the pump fake, but Dickinson, with the help defense, saves the bucket. Broncos on a 2.5-minute scoring drought, 23-21, under 8:30 to play. As Lane again wants to go at Williams, now stolen away by Max Rice. Max Rice, who had a huge steal in the victory over Utah State in that impressive Bronco comeback. Here's Dickinson. Down 18 with 4:10 to play. Boise State somehow managed to come back. Hobbs knocks it home. Broncos are 5 of 9 from deep. Great move and great shot off the dribble from Zach Chappelle. Hobbs from mid. That one no good, and key jab coming in, looking for the rebound, fouls. 3-point Bronco lead, and we'll take a break. 26-23, 7:34 to play. Welcome back to ExtraMile Arena. 26-23 is our score here on the floor, while some fans attempting some half-court shots for some prizes during the break. Boise State holding a 3-point lead in the series against San Jose State. They hold a 32-3 lead and have never lost here in Boise, 18-0, and they've also won the last 5 regardless of location, trying to improve that to 6 in a row against the Spartans, who currently sit near the bottom of the Mountain West Conference at 3-6. However, the 3-6 conference record, very good considering where they've been. They had not won more than one conference game the past 2 seasons, and their best finish in conference is back in the 13-14 season when they finished 7-11. So San Jose State improving from where they were a couple years ago, but still not ready to challenge at the top of the conference. Washington pulls a 3, that one no good. Of course, nobody challenging San Jose State as Hobbs gets blasted and throws it at the rim. It is indeed a shooting foul as Hobbs threw it up. Foul went against Kason Hammonds. Hobbs leaves the first one short. Not as much playing time this season for Alex Hobbs due to some new Bronco additions, but he's taking his role in stride. Knocks that one down. He's the 2018 Mountain West Sixth Man of the Year. Last year, when he saw more playing time, he was an honorable All-Mountain West selection. And this year, does not play as much as he did a season ago, thanks to Abu Kijab's arrival. Another miss for SJSU. Here's Williams in the post. In the corner to Dickinson, bounce pass Max Rice. 10 on the shot clock as Dickinson has it knocked away. And a foul, either against Zach Chappelle or against Kason Hammonds. Foul was announced against Marcus Dickinson, but the Broncos are about to inbound the ball. Correction, it's Kason Hammonds, as the referee just announced. So Kason Hammonds picks up his second in just 3 minutes of action. And the Broncos get 20 seconds to work with. Hobbs pass nearly stolen away. Now he'll pull up and make it just outside the painted area. Alex Hobbs now has 6 points. Alston still leading Boise State with 11. He's no longer on the floor as Ralph A.G. gets an offensive rebound and gets fouled on the way back up. Another scoring drop for the Spartans. It's 2 minutes at the moment. Get their chance to end it at the free throw line. Ralph A.G., yet another transfer for the Spartans. Attended East Los Angeles College and appeared in all 29 games for them last year. R.J. Williams, also a transfer from that very school, East LA College. R.J. Williams played basketball there for 2 seasons before joining the Boise State Broncos a year ago. As A.G., after making both free throws, heads to the bench. And Hobbs will bring the ball up the court for Boise State. Bad pass from Williams. And a dangerous outlet. Somehow found a target. Moore's three off the rim. And the ensuing scramble results in a foul against Christian Anigwe. Key Jab and Williams both win up. Had it for Boise State. Ray J. Dennis back in the game. Alston wants Jessup. Key jab, free throw line. 31-25, just about 5 minutes to play in the first half. Boise State on top by 6 as Knight just throws it up. Bad shot selection early in the shot clock. Key jab again, free throw line, why not? San Jose State, 2 of their last 10. Broncos, 3 of their last 3. And Boise State up by 8 once again. Here comes Knight, crashing into George. And another miss for the Spartans. Dennis out to Alston. Alston a three. Spartans timeout, 36-25. It's an 11-point lead for Boise State thanks to Alston's fourth three of the game. Broncos on top by 11 thanks to the play of Derrick Alston. He's 5 for 6 and 4 for 5 from 3. He's helped amass an 11-point lead for Boise State and a 7-0 run over the last minute and 10 seconds, as during the break, one lucky fan had the opportunity to shoot for some money blindfolded and banked home a three. So he's going to be going home with some cash in his pocket tonight. Sure, he's very excited about that. The fans in the arena excited about the play of the Broncos, as Boise State currently on a nice little winning streak. After defeating Utah State here at home on January 18th, went down to Fresno, got their biggest road conference win since 2004, defeating the Bulldogs 87-53. And now here up 11 on the Spartans as they look to stretch the winning streak to 3. As Ivy inbounds and gets it back. Trey Smith now on the floor for San Jose State, his first action. This is Moore. Hop stepping out. Knight down low to Anigwe. Anigwe for 3 with the shot clock expiring. And Kijab will soar for the board. The scoring drought continues for the Spartans and the struggles to find the hoop. They were shooting 60% at one point. Now they're shooting 38%, just 10 of 26 as Alston's rejected by Anigwe, but Amari Moore stepped out on the rebound. Alston at the beginning of the season considered an NBA draft hopeful, trying to make his dad proud. His dad, the 33rd overall pick in 1994 to the Philadelphia 76ers. Now currently the head coach of the Westchester Knicks, as Jessup misses the left-hand layup. But it's a foul against Ivy on the box out, even though Robin George still managed to get the rebound. And with that, the Broncos will be in the bonus, meaning 1-1 at the line for the 6'11" redshirt senior. 3 minutes to play, 36-25. And the first free throw gets a friendly bounce. No good on the second, but the run has been stretched to 8-0 over the last 2:15. Spartans just can't take the lid off the basket. Here's Washington. Dennis stayed in front of him. We got a travel on the floor most certainly against Trey Smith. Made the shot, but traveled beforehand. Unfortunate for the Spartans. As the scoring drought will increase to 3.5 minutes for the blue and yellow. Alston around on the backside. Now down to Williams, right block, going up. and it rolls in for R.J. Williams off the front of the rim. (39-25). 2 minutes left as Washington, too strong, and Williams just had Anigwe ride him. Jessup a three! 290 career three-pointers for Justinian Jessup. He's chasing 296. That's the mark set by someone you may know, Jimmer Fredette, when he played for BYU and they were a member of the Mountain West Conference from 07 to 2011. As the run finally comes to an end, it's still 13-2 over the last 4 minutes, and it's 42-27. Jimmer Fredette hit 296 threes in his Cougar career, and Jessup has a chance to surpass him, become the only one to ever hit 300, as Dennis is blocked by Anigwe and stepped out of bounds on the ensuing rebound. Nice rejection there by Christian Anigwe, the sophomore from Phoenix. And the Broncos take a timeout with just a minute left in the half. 42-27 is our score. And the Broncos run 13-2. San Jose State, just one of their last 9. Boise State is going to go into the half shooting more than 50%. They're shooting 14 for 25 from the floor and 7 for 11 from deep. Of course, Derrick Alston going 4 for 5 from triple land certainly helps that out. He's got 14. Leading scorer for the Spartans is Amari Moore, who's 3 for 4 from the floor. The Broncos looking to stretch their 2-game winning streak to 3. The Spartans looking to go on a winning streak of their own after defeating Air Force. They've only won back-to-back games twice all season. They haven't won a road conference game yet. In fact, they haven't won a road conference game since the 2017 season, the first season under head coach Zon Prelo. And the Broncos foul in the backcourt. It's against Justinian Jessup. And Jessup will retreat to the bench. Marcus Dickinson will come in. Alex Hobbs will come in for Ray J. Dennis for Boise State. As Dennis gets high fives from his teammates. Zach Chappelle just tried to check in for San Jose State, but was sent back to the bench instead. So 50 seconds to play in the half. AG. Williams takes the charge. Down in the paint. We'll get another look at it. Dickinson also poked it away as AG went up. And Jessup comes right back in for Boise State, so Dickinson off to the bench once more. Here is Jessup kicking to Hobbs. Hobbs with the man in his face, no good. Key jab keeps it alive. Scary pass from Williams. Jessup in the corner. Key jab flying. Swatted it out of there, but swatted it into the first row of the stands. Jessup missing that 3. Key jab. Getting vertical to try to get that offensive rebound. The shot clock turned off. The Spartans can hold for the final shot. Seneca Knight working on Dickinson. 6 on the clock. He'll take a 3. That's no good. Swatted and kept alive. 1 second, gets it up. Moore can't get it to go. And that's the half. 42-27. Our score. All Boise State in half number 1. Behind Derrick Alston's 14 points. We'll be back with halftime after this. Halftime here in Boise sees the Broncos up on top of San Jose State University 42-27 as Boise State got it done in half number 1, headed into the half shooting 52%, while San Jose State ended the half as cold as anyone, 1 for their final 11 in the half, which allowed the Broncos to go on a 13-2 run over the last 5 minutes of that first half. And Boise State led by Derrick Alston, who hit 4 3-pointers and also had a beautiful self alley-oop. He's the only one on either team in double digits with 14, although R.J. Williams is rapidly approaching double digits. He's got 9 on 3 of 4 shooting, and he's 3 for 4 at the free throw line as well. Meanwhile, on the side of the Spartans, only one player has more than 5 points. That's Amari Moore with 6. Other than that, Seneca Knight has 5. AG has 4. Washington with 3. Ivy with 3. And then 3 others with 2. But it has been all Boise State, including a fantastic showing from deep, 54% from downtown, 7 of 13, while the Spartans are just 2 of 10. And Boise State out to a nice lead as they look to stretch their winning streak, try to make it 3 games. As you see the numbers from half number 1, the 51.9% from the field for Boise State. Fantastic for them, while San Jose State shooting about their average in losses. In losses, they average around 36%, while in victories, they shoot about 46%. Of course, we still have an entire another half upcoming, and things could certainly turn around. At the moment, Boise State getting to the free throw line and converting at the free throw line better than San Jose State. Protecting the ball and also out-rebounding the Spartans, even just narrowly by 1. Spartans are outscoring the Broncos in the paint, 14-10. But Boise State with 16 rebounds compared to 11 defensive rebounds for the Spartans. San Jose State with 4 offensive rebounds. They've been doing their work, getting the second chance opportunities, but it's only led to 2 second chance points, as they have not been able to put the ball in the basket in recent times. Spartans snapped their 3-game losing streak on Saturday with a win over Air Force 90-81. They shot 47.8%, which was their second best percentage on the season. And here today, shooting just under 37%, which, as I mentioned, is the 36% is what they shoot in losses. And looking to do something they haven't done since 2017, win a conference game on the road and try to do something they've never, ever done, which is win in Boise. They've never done it. The Broncos are 18-0 here at ExtraMile Arena when facing San Jose State. So in the second half, the Spartans will look to cut into this deficit and try to get their first ever victory here in the City of Trees. And we will be back with more halftime after this. Keep it here. You're watching Bronco basketball on the Mountain West Network. Welcome back to ExtraMile Arena. 42-27 is our score here at halftime as the Spartans are out of the locker room with about 6 minutes left on the clock. They're ready to get some shots up. Certainly could use the help as they went stone cold to end the half, shooting 1 of their last 11, which led to this big deficit. The Broncos able to go on a 13-2 run. Meanwhile, around the conference, both other games are at halftime. Nevada and Colorado State deadlocked in a close one. It's 42-40 as Nevada is on top of the Rams. Colorado State host of that one. Broncos are currently tied with Colorado State in the conference at 5-4. Nevada 1 game ahead of both teams, so either team winning would certainly be a benefit for Boise State. And down in Albuquerque, San Diego State is giving it to the New Mexico Lobos. It's 48-25 at halftime. The number 4 team in the nation, undefeated, 21-0, a perfect 10-0 in the conference. The only undefeated team in the Mountain West is currently nearly doubling New Mexico. So it looks like the Lobos are going to lose that one, which again helps Boise State. Broncos sit in a conference tie with Utah State, New Mexico, and Colorado State. Broncos have beaten Utah State. They lost to New Mexico in Mountain West Preview Week way back in the first week of December. And the Broncos have not the Broncos beat Colorado State also way back in that same week. 10-4, December 4th, they lost to New Mexico, and then here at ExtraMile Arena defeated Colorado State 75-64. And they do not again play the Rams this season. They will, however, take on Utah State and New Mexico. They'll be at Utah State, and they will be home against New Mexico. Those games are on February 8th and February 23rd, respectively. And of course, a lot could change in the conference, but one thing looks for certain, and that is San Diego State is the best team in the Mountain West Conference this season, and one of, if not the best team in the nation, as they're the only undefeated team left in the conference, both in conference play and in overall, and hold a huge lead over New Mexico at the pit in Albuquerque. Broncos have taken the court back, and we will take a break. 42-27 is the score, and we'll have the second half coming up next. Halftime just about over, 40 seconds or so remaining. The Broncos and Spartans are set to take the court for half number 2. Boise State with their 15-point lead, trying to just hold on and ride it out. Well, San Jose State has to look to fight and claw back into this one. As the lights go out, in order for the creative team to get the hype video going, the smoke going off like it does in player introductions. And the corral getting down. Bronco president Marlene Trump wants to snap a couple pictures. And a couple pictures of Derrick Alston. He's had a couple of Kodak moments tonight. 4 of 5 on threes, a self alley-oop. A great assist for an R.J. Williams dunk. It's been his night. Let's see if it continues in half number 2. As Ivy deflects a pass into the stands. Alston's pass knocked away and stolen by Knight. It was AG who got it first. Jessup pokes that one loose, but it'll stay with the Spartans. Last time Boise State was in this building, trailed by 18 against Utah State, managed to come back and win in overtime, 88-83 against the Aggies. San Jose State currently trails by 15 with a lot of time on the clock to make something happen. Knight will be the first one to do so as his pull-up jumper goes down. First basket of the half goes to the Spartans. Alston gets the switch and he gives it up right away. 6 on the shot clock as it goes to Jessup. Jessup gets to the rim. Around Anigwe, who came over on the help side. Jessup managed to carve through the defense and get a layup. Jessup, who had 19 points in the victory against the Bulldogs. Here's Alston, and he's fouled at half court. Ivy got in his way. He had Williams, also had a streaking Dennis. And Ivy, with 2 personal fouls, will head to the bench. Kason Hammonds, who's hounding Dennis, replacing Ivy. Jessup again. Jessup, after going 1 of 5 to start the game, now 3 of 7. Hammonds, his own rebound. As Knight wanted it, backs it out now. Spartans moving it around with 5 on the clock. And R.J. Williams comes away with the miss. 5th board of the game for Williams. He's got 9 and 5. Jessup for 3. He moves closer to Jimmer. Now 291 for Jessup. The all-time Bronco leading three-point maker. Great backdoor cut. And a 2-hand slam for Seneca Knight. Nice vision from Amari Moore. Only his 2nd assist of the game. He had 9 on Saturday. Bounce pass Williams, stolen away by Hammonds. Good reading of the play. Jessup couldn't get to that one. Oh! Key jab, throws it away. Here comes Alston on the other end. Tons of contact, offensive foul against the red shirt from Houston. Key jab said no. Down on the other end, however. What a swat from the Canadian. Originally from St. Catharines, Ontario. Same province as Toronto, of course. Chappelle tries to put on the moves, can't do so. Hammond banked, nearly got it to go down. Williams finds a cutting Dennis. And it's goaltending against Seneca Knight, who was beat on the back cut. Just barely got a hand to it, but affected it enough. AG lost it. Key jab. That's turnover against the Spartans. 16 minutes. Jessup wants 3 more. 2:92. And a timeout from the Spartans. It's a 23-point game thanks to number 3 for 3. (54-31) is our score with 15:56 remaining in the game. And Jessup on a tear. He's got 13 points now. He's closing in on Derrick Alston's game lead of 14. And he's 3 of 5 on threes, chasing Jimmer Fredette. Mountain West all-time leader in careers threes made with 296. Jessup now sits on 292. Every made three extends his Boise State career lead as he searches to become the first Mountain West player ever to hit 300 career triples. But can't forget about the defense either. Abu Kijab, a massive rejection down on one end. And Boise State has come to play here. They're on a 12-2 run on the last 3 minutes. Outscoring the Spartans in the half, 12-4 already. Here's Richard Washington trying to change some fortunes. And he gets it to go. Alston nearly had his pass stolen away. Here's Williams going up strong and finding a way to get it in off the glass. We got a foul against Abu Kijab. And he limps over to the bench. And we will take a break, 56-33. Our score, 15-13, remaining in the second half. Boise State on top by 23 of San Jose State as they have come out the gates firing in half number 2. They went into halftime shooting just under 52%. Now here with 15-13 to play in half number 2, they're shooting 61%, and they're still shooting 60% from 3. 9 of 15 on their triples. As the Broncos are about as locked in as the Bronco drummer. So San Jose State trying to claw back and erase a massive deficit. Chappelle has it stolen away by Dennis. Here comes Jessup. Back to him, and it's blocked by Knight. Just barely got the fingertips on it to affect the shot. Transition three-pointer. Washington makes it count. And defense leads to offense for the Spartans. Cuts the Bronco lead to a mere 20. Alston in the paint, unguarded, turnaround hook shot is good. As Chappelle stolen again, once away, got it back. We'll see how that goes down in the stats, but it leads to an easy basket for Eduardo Lane. 14 minutes to play of a 58-38 game. Williams gives it to Alston, who goes up and is hit hard by Lane. Eduardo Lane, 6'10", 250 pounds. Derrick Alston only an inch shorter, but about 75 less pounds. Alston is officially on the team's roster at 185. Certainly does not look any part of 185 when you see him. All 6'9" of that frame is certainly used to get to that number. Makes the second free throw. To chalk up Alston, 1 for 2 at the line. Only his first and second free throw attempts of the game. Deep three-pointer from Chappelle, barely hits the rim. And Jessup will end up with the rebound as Washington went flying out of bounds. 5-on-4 in favor of Boise State. And Dennis assists George for the Bronco basket. Fourth assist of the game for Ray J. Dennis. Here's Hammonds up around Alston and gets it to go. Alston wants 3 more. 5 for 6. Derrick Alston from deep. He's got 20. Here's Lane. Spinning baseline, throwing it up and getting fouled. He'll go to the line. Nice move by Lane to get past George. And Robin George forced to foul. Lane puts too much on that first free throw. Ray J. Dennis heads to the bench. Alex Hobbs on the floor now. Hobbs only 10 minutes so far in the game, as Lane misses both free throws. He's 0 for 4 from the line. Alston driving in, try to bounce pass. Now finds Jessup. Jessup for 3! His 4th of the game. Jessup's got 16. That one off a feed from Derrick Alston, as Dickinson fouled Knight on the drive. So Jessup, after a very slow half, just 1 of 5 to start. He's made 5 of his last 6, and he's 6 for 11. Here goes Knight running into George. Foul on the floor against the Bronco big man. That's his 4th, and he's only played 7 minutes. So with 12:11 to play, George will depart to the bench and likely will not be seen for quite some time. As here's Washington on the baseline with the left hand. The Wake Forest transfer. San Jose State is 3rd school. Played 2 seasons at Wake Forest, missed an entire year due to injury. Last year went to Tallahassee Community College. Hobbs decided not to take the wide open 3. Instead, it's Jessup in the corner and leaves it short. At this point, you almost expected Jessup to knock that one down. Washington, that one's way off. And never had a chance. 3 of 15 are the Spartans. Here comes Alston trying to get it to Marcus Dickinson. And it'll be a turnover against DA. 67-42 is our score, as the Broncos are up big thanks to Jessup and Alston. Welcome back to ExtraMile Arena. 67-42 is our score. Boise State on top big thanks to 20 points from Derrick Alston and 16 from Justinian Jessup. Jessup, who in the victory against Fresno State broke into the top 10 all-time of Boise State career points with 1,386. Add 16 more to that, so he's over the 1,400 mark, and it puts him in catching distance of number 9, which is none other than Bronco first-round draft pick 2 seasons ago, Chandler Hutchinson. Hutchinson, 1,478. in his Boise State career wearing the blue and orange, as that one goes flying out of bounds and will remain with the Spartans. So Jessup trying to catch a former teammate in Hutchinson. As I've mentioned a couple of times, also trying to catch Jimmer Fredette for the all-time Mountain West 3-point lead. With the 4 in the game, that means he's just 3 away from tying. Sitting on 293, Fredette with 296. And a laundry list highlight tape. During his time at BYU, Anigwe converts through the contact, so he'll have an opportunity for an and one play. Anigwe knocks down the free throw. No stranger to basketball in the family. His older sister, Christine Anigwe, was a 3-time All-Honorable Mention All-America player at Cal, as Williams goes at Anigwe. And his sister, Christine, currently plays in the WNBA. As Christian Anigwe called for the foul there, but not shooting. So the Broncos will have to inbound on the baseline. Jessup off the screen. That won't go. Williams saves it, but only into the hands of Caleb Simmons. In transition, Washington. That one's no good as well. Washington's been their designated triple taker in transition, but he's just 2 of 6. Here's Alston behind the line. That one's good. 6 for 7 for DA. 23 points in the game on an 80% shooting night for the Houston native. That one's no good from Simmons. And Anigwe again whistled for a foul. That's his 3rd. And the Broncos plastering the Spartans at this point, 70-45, halfway done with half number 2. Jessup up and to the line. Meanwhile, Nevada and Colorado State currently 75-67 with 8 to play out in Colorado Springs. Rather, Fort Collins, excuse me. And San Diego State still blasting New Mexico. They're up 63-30 in the second half, outscoring the Lobos 15-5. In half number 2 are the Aztecs. And proving why they're the number 4 team in the nation, Knight dribbles it off his foot. That'll be another turnover against the Spartans. Their 10th of the game. The 3rd turnover for Knight. Here's Alston, tiptoeing the baseline, rejected, gets it back. There was a foul on shot number 1, so the second one did not count. So Alston heads to the free throw line. 3rd and 4th of the game for him coming up. First one goes down. And the second one does as well. So 25 points for Derrick Alston. He's having quite the game for himself. Here comes Washington, banking it off the side of the rim and getting it to go in. Bounce pass, tipped by Knight. Will keep it with Boise State, as Williams was looking for a cutting Jessup. There's Leon Rice speaking to the official. Neither of the two men looked too excited about the conversation. They're not sure what it could be about. Alston to his right, to the basket, and scores. 27 for Derrick Alston as he continues to have a fantastic night. Knight goes in, and the basket counts. Seneca Knight going to the free throw line. Fighting through all sorts of contact to get there. Sophomore from Lafayette, Louisiana. Meanwhile, Justinian Jessup exited to a crowd of cheers. (76-50). Under 8.5 as Williams didn't cut, and Ivy stepped in front, stole it away. Washington again in transition. This time he's bullseye. 3 for 7 for Washington. He's got 15 points and leads the Spartans. Seneca Knight right behind him with 12. Alston, of course, leading the game with 27. Wants another three. That one's way deep, and he tried to bank it home. Outlet goes to Knight, and he blows the layup, tried to get the contact and the foul call from R.J. Williams, and he did not, and now he's going to foul Alex Hobbs. With that foul, we'll take a timeout with them. 76-53, 7:51 to play. Alston's got 27. Boise State up on San Jose State by 23. 76-53 is our score, and Derrick Alston doing the thing. He's got 27 on 9 of 12 shooting, 6 of 8 from deep. And with a 23-point lead, we'll see how much longer he remains on the court, but certainly has a chance to go for his career high, which is 33, a number that he posted a year ago against this very team. Dropped 33 on San Jose State on February 9th. But currently that man has him on the bench. Head coach Leon Rice giving one of his stars a little bit of a break, as Alston has certainly deserved it in this one. 27, 6, and 3 is the stat line, as Hobbs has a 1-1. Makes the first, so he'll get another, as the Broncos improve to 13 for 17 from the free throw line. Hobbs gets it to go down after a little bit of drama. It sat on the rim. Knight's pass tipped. Jessup with the steal. Hobbs, the benefactor, who comes away with the basketball. Jessup on the left wing. Hobbs now on the baseline. Euros through and banks it home. Nifty move from Alex Hobbs. Seen him busted out a few times this season. Often it's been called for a travel as Washington sends a laser beam that hits the rim. Max Rice going up. Gets his own rebound. Puts it up again. No good. Nearly got a second offensive rebound. Rice, the redshirt freshman, son of head coach Leon Rice, as Knight spins, knocks over Jessup, and scores with ease. 80-55 is our score. Six and a half about to play. Nice spin move, Williams. Williams has 13. He's a board away from a double-double. We're going to foul against Max Rice on the defense. Eighth team foul against Boise State. San Jose State is in the bonus. 2 more fouls against the Broncos would put the Spartans in the double bonus. Richard Washington is at the free throw line. First one is good for Washington. From Virginia originally. 2 seasons at Wake Forest, playing for the Demon Deacons. Missed the entire 17-18 season due to injury, so he transferred to Tallahassee Community College in Tallahassee, Florida. Played there last season, averaged 16.6 points per game. And then got another Division I shot here at San Jose State. And this his first season with the Spartans. As Dennis kicks to Jessup, one more for Jessup. It's his 5th made three-pointer of the game. And he sits but 2 away from tying Jimmer Fredette. 3 ball in the corner off the rim from Kayson Hammonds. Dennis, good protection. Rice will jack up a 3. Jessup, the offensive rebound. As Williams goes in to the left, 15 for Williams, and a flex. 30-point lead for Boise State over the Spartans of San Jose. Washington ISO ball 3. Jessup the rebound. Jessup's got 21, 4, and 3. Williams faces up, drives against AG, dribbles it off his foot, and the Broncos turn it over. Now the referee changing his mind with no look at the video board. We'll take another look. Great look right there. Kayson Hammond's foot did indeed slip in there. As Justinian Jessup has once more gone to the bench to some scattered applause. Here's Hobbs, mid-range jumper. Moore the rebound. Haven't seen Amari Moore in quite some time. It's been mostly Knight in Washington. Here's Knight again, back iron, top of the backboard, and no good. There's the double-double for R.J. Williams. His 10th rebound, as Ray J. Dennis has it knocked away by Knight. And the Broncos will keep the basketball. Boise State on top by 30 with 4:29 to play here at ExtraMile Arena. Hobbs going in, fillets to the basket and scores. Hobbs has 12. And we got a foul against Derrick Alston. Take this opportunity to update you on what's going on around the league. San Jose State doing to New Mexico what Boise State is doing to San Jose State at the moment, up by 30, 72-43 down in Albuquerque, as the Spartans have completely, the Aztecs rather, have completely ran away with that one. There's 8 minutes left in that as R.J. Williams and Ray J. Dennis head to the bench for Boise State. It's a close one in Fort Collins. Colorado State trails by 4, 81-77. Nevada on top with 3 minutes to play. So we'll keep you updated on that one. Either team winning is good news for Boise State, as Boise State is more than likely going to win this one in a landslide, up by 30 with 4:10 to play. As Hobbs crosses the timeline with it, we're down to 4 minutes to play in the game. Rice driving around Chappelle, dishing off to Dickinson. Hobbs made the three after a couple of friendly bounces, but it's a blocking foul against the Spartans. 89-59, we'll take our final media timeout and be back. You're watching Bronco basketball on the Mountain West Network. Boise State up by 30 on the Spartans, 89-59, as the Broncos are more than likely going to stretch their winning streak to 3. The question is, where will they be in the conference after this victory? They're currently tied for 4th with New Mexico, Utah State, and Colorado State. New Mexico State is certainly going to lose at the hands of the Aztecs of San Diego State. Nevada and Colorado State are deadlocked in a close one. It's 85-81. As Nevada is on top of the Rams. Adam Thistlewood, however, just knocked down a three-pointer for Colorado State. So the Rams in striking distance with 2 minutes to play there. We've still got 3:52 left as Max Rice makes the first of a 1-and-1. But this outcome is not in doubt any longer. And could possibly be the 4th time this season the Broncos put up 100 points. They put up 126 against Life Pacific on November 5th. Then they put up 100 on Alabama State as Eduardo Lane scores and is fouled by George. That is the 5th against Robin George, and he is done for the evening. Mentioned that the Broncos put up 126 against Life Pacific, 100 against Alabama State. The 3rd time they did it was here on December 28th against CSUN. They put up 103 against the Matadors, as Lane again misses a free throw. He's 0 for 5 from the line. On the last foul, George has fouled out, so he is done. As Dennis kicks off to Williams, and Williams took 3 steps after catching the basketball. Spartans are in the double bonus from here on out. 1, 2, and 3 for R.J. Williams. Count them up. That triple much too strong from Trey Smith. And Williams now has 15 and 12. A couple of really good performances for Boise State as Max Rice swishes a 3. 27 from Alston, 21 from Jessup, 15 from Williams, and 12 from Hobbs at the moment. As Lane now working on Williams. Dishes off to Moore, who's uncontested at the rim, and scores easily. Bounce pass intended for Williams, but it's a Bronco turnover, their 12th of the game. As Alex Hobbs exits, Bing Wong comes into the game. Redshirt freshman from Westlake Village, California. Redshirted last season along with Max Rice as he gets a steal. Speak of Max Rice, and he comes up clutch with the defense and goes coast to coast. Here's Amari Moore. 2 minutes to play here at ExtraMile Arena. Lane banks one home. 96-65 is the score. As Williams spins to the left against Lane and can't get it to drop. Here's Kason Hammonds. He'll knock down a three off the dribble. Meanwhile, Colorado State with the lead over Nevada, 87-85, as they have come back. 20 seconds to play, and it is Rams basketball. So Nevada, who is 6-3 in the Mountain West, in danger of dropping to the Rams as Dennis leaves it short, gets his own rebound, no look pass. Here's Bing Wong, knocks it down. And he's mobbed by his teammates. Is Wong. Lane again working on Williams, throws it up and gets himself a trip to the line. As the Bronco bench loves to see it. Just his second ever career three-pointer. Just his second ever made basket for Bing Wong. As he's only played in 4 games this season and 4 games in his career. He made a three-pointer back against Life Pacific. That was his first career basket. That three-pointer right there, his second ever career basket. As Lane misses that one, there's under a minute to play. Broncos will have to shoot it again, so they have a chance to break 100. Here goes Wong out into the corner, Dennis. No look pass. Back to Wong again. His teammates are forcing the ball to him. There's 4 on the shot clock. Here he comes in, blocked away. And the Spartans will take a 3 in transition. Again, Hammonds will knock it down. And Boise State will be able to simply dribble out the clock. Head coach Sean Prelo telling his Spartans to back up. So Boise State will not crack 100. They'll rest on 99, but they'll get a huge victory nonetheless, improve to 6-4 in the Mountain West Conference. And they will stay undefeated here at home in conference, improve to 10-1 at home. Will Boise State with the victory. Their only loss came back in non-conference against UC Irvine. Nevada and Colorado State currently at a timeout, still 87-85 with 20 seconds to play. So we'll not have the final on that, but we do have a final here. Behind 27 from Derrick Alston, 21 from Justinian Jessup, and a double-double from R.J. Williams. The Broncos get it done and improve to 19-0 here against San Jose State in Boise. 99-71 our final. Boise State 33-3 in the all-time series. They've now won 6 straight against the Spartans, and what a game it was for them. They shot nearly 60% from the floor, 34 for 58. They shot 58% from 3, 15 of 26. While San Jose State shot 46%, one of their better percentages on the season, but just couldn't withstand the Bronco onslaught that included 57 second half points. A great game for Boise State, and it ends 99-71. I'm Leonard Berry for our crew here at Boise State, saying thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you on Saturday here at ExtraMile Arena when the Broncos take on Nevada. Have a great night, everyone.